Hello Spider Peeps! After my other video, which I was only talking on one side of, I'm so sorry about that, somebody left a comment saying, why don't you try some Zigbee smart buttons? So they were ordered immediately. So here is a Zigbee smart button. So there's several of these that are branded. There's some that are branded Toya, there's some that are branded Sonoff. I just wanted one that would just work on its own with Home Assistant. So yeah, we've got a Chinese version and we've got an English version, which I can't see. All right, what else have we got in it? Well, we've got a we've got a safety tab, and we've got a sticky pad, that's useful, and a button. It was interesting on the listing of this, they made quite a big thing about how to carefully get the back off to change the battery. So I think it's a 2035, but oh, it comes off quite easily. All right, 2035, no, it's a 2032, sorry. 2035 is something completely different. Okay, let's pop the safety out and pop that back in. Any little lights anywhere? Not that I can see. Let's pop this back on. That bit there sticks out, so there's that bit there. So does it go in there? Yeah, all right. So let's clip that in. So there's quite a few instructions on how to take that out. Oh, I see, look. That actually, that's locked on pretty tight now. How do I get it out? Oh, you must have to lift that up. There you go, yeah, all right. So it will come off, a little bit fiddly. But yeah, there's instructions not to break that. So let's pop that back on again. Clip that in. Got a nice positive little click. Can I see anything on that? Oh, the little hole there. Oh, is there a little light there? Hang on. See a little light? Yeah. Just in there. Wow, you can barely see it. Let's turn off the house lights. Yeah. Okay, so when you press it, you get a little light, which looks quite impressive when all the lights are off. But yeah, this gives me an idea of what I could use this for. Here we go. That little hole isn't to push one of the reset pairing things. So long press 10 seconds to enter the network configuration. Okay, so let's try my Home Assistant again. I'll go to my settings, devices and services, devices, add device, add Zigbee device. Now if somebody, and hold this down for 10 seconds. While that's doing that, somebody said to me the other day, I should be using Zigbee Macchiato protocol and not the original Zigbee one. I'm going to look at that. Oh, there we go. Device found starting interview. So it said hold that down for 10 seconds. All right, so Hobian ZG101. Was this a ZG101? It's got to be the right one. ZG101. I just noticed it said works with Zigbee to Mosquito. So yeah, I think that stands for mosquito. Okay, so let's change it to cave button. And of course, set that in the cave. So that's ready to use. And I should have a button in here somewhere now. Cave button off. But of course, it's not like you can turn it on. See, I've got some other buttons on this which are buttons, but 30 seconds off 30 seconds ago. So how do I turn it off? I don't think I can do it. I mean, I could turn it off and on like that, but that's no good. Let's go to automations and I'll do create automation. Create a new automation, so add trigger. So let's say device. Triggers when something happens to the device. So the device is cave button. So when cave button, device online, cave button turned off, cave button, I want cave button has been pressed. Battery level, that's all right. That all makes sense. Cave button, it must be cave button turned on. Okay, so when cave button's turned on, let's add an action, and I'm going to do device. I'm going to do cave lights, and I think if I've got a toggle cave lights. That's disappointing. I think on this we've got when it was last. Cave button on event was fired 25 seconds ago. So it's working. Toggle event was fired. Okay. Oh, on event was fired. So why aren't the lights changing? So how do you turn it off? Is it a long press? Yeah, I don't like that. So cave button off events, but that's not... All right, let's do it a different way. Think if I go to developer tools and goes to events, I can listen to an event to subscribe to. I think there's one, Zigbee home automation, the event. Let's try that. Start listening. Stop listening. Let's try lowercase z, ZHA event. Start listening. There you go. All right. So I think I've got to grab device ID and the command toggle. So device ID and toggle. Let's copy that and let's go back and look for the automation again. So for some reason the automation isn't picking up that toggle command, so I've got to listen to that for an event. But I don't want a device trigger anymore. Let's delete that, add trigger, and we can look for an event somehow, can't we? The manual event received. Okay, so event type is ZHA underscore event, and then the event data, if I just paste in what I did, and then I think I just need the device ID and command equals toggle. I don't think I need anything else. Just hard on the phone to do this. Let's put command toggle back on the same line. I think that might be all I need. Well, let's see if that errors when that's fired. So save that. And I've got to remember just to do a single click. So is this going to work? Well, it triggered it. But it's not. Turn the lights off. Okay, I'm going to try it with a different light. For some reason, the cave light's not responding. It's working. I can turn it on and off manually. It's got a little box inside it, but for some reason at 6 p.m. this evening it decided not to connect to Home Assistant anymore. Probably because I should be using Zigbee 2MQTT. So I've changed it to another Sonoff device I've got in the lounge. So I'm going to try that. So toggle lounge light, let's do that one instead. So let's get that saved. And then I suppose we've got to take this into the lounge. Come with me. Okay, so this is the absolutely blinding lounge light. And here is the button which I'm going to press. Yay! It works, but it's blinding. I'm sorry about that, Spider Peeps. Back to the desk. Okay, so that's how to get one of these working. So yeah, the button itself, the Zigbee device itself, there's not a problem with that. There's a problem with the cave lights on-off device over there, which for some reason is working when I manually do it, but isn't connected to my Home Assistant. That's how it is sometimes. Thanks, can't remember who it was now, but thanks for pointing out these Zigbee buttons. They are quite useful. and I think I'll use them in quite a few other places, such as my lounge lights, putting a button for them closer to where we sit. That might be useful as well. So yeah, thanks for flagging these up to me, whoever it was. Oh yeah, bye. Okay, I've changed it to do something else. I've now linked it to the Zigbee socket that I've got in the cave that turns the bamboo printer on. So yeah, let's try this. I'm going to put the microphone in the printer. Can you still hear me? Let's press the button. It's on. It's all going now. Let's push the button again. That's a dangerous button to have, but yeah, that proves it works. Just connect it to a random socket. Can you believe it? I just came back next day to record some B-roll, and guess what works now? For some reason, the Sun-Off device is now responding. Yay! Told you that was weird.